Hey, it's Jill Monroe, and you're checking out Streamline Sports, brought to you by thestream.tv. So we're here to present to you the top 5 sports stories of the weekend. First up, interceptions. We have to talk about it. Now, Phillip Rivers of the San Diego Chargers, he threw his 9th interception in a row. That's a record. That's a record, 9 in a row. Colin Kaepernick. Where do we start? The poor Niners. Poor Colin, he threw 2 pick sixes in the first 6 minutes of the game against the Arizona Cardinals. Let's not forget that he had an additional 2 before the game ended. Not just Colin, Andrew Luck also threw 2 interceptions this weekend. And the McCown brothers both started games on Sunday, and both had interceptions thrown to end their game. So that was a big storyline this weekend. Next up, we have to talk about your Oakland Raiders. The Raiders won back-to-back games for the first time since 2012 in weeks 7 and 8. Keep hope alive, Raiders fans. Amari Cooper looks like he's headed for that Rookie of the Year slot. You know, maybe we'll actually see the Raiders make the playoffs this year. I don't know, but we'll see. Next up, if you watched the Washington Nationals game on Sunday, you saw a dugout fight between Bryce Harper and Jonathan Papelbon. Now, the two had a little beef left over from last week when Bryce called out Jonathan. So Jonathan returned the favor as Bryce headed back to the dugout on Sunday. But Bryce didn't take it that well, and he charged Jonathan. But Jonathan came back on him strong, had him hemmed up with both hands around his neck. For his trouble, he was actually suspended for the rest of the season. We know there's no postseason for the Nationals, so perhaps they can work on a kinder, gentler relationship and chemistry in the offseason. Lastly, we have to talk about today is NBA Media Day. That means NBA training camps are open. Over the summer, one of the biggest summers was about the battle for DeAndre Jordan's services. If you recall, Chandler Parsons kicked off the beef with a plane emoji as if he and Mark Cuban were going to save the day as the Clippers flew down to Houston to try and convince DeAndre to stay. Well, Chandler revealed that that plane emoji actually had nothing to do with DeAndre. It was really because he and his girlfriend were going to Vegas to celebrate her birthday. And lastly, the teams that need to hit the panic button after week 3, well, those would be the Baltimore Ravens. They're 0-3. This is the first time that that's happened in franchise history. The Chicago Bears, the San Francisco 49ers, obviously, what's going to happen at quarterback? Poor Colin. And the New Orleans Saints. Make sure that you are checking out thestream.tv every week for your weekend sports update.